Hey guys, this is RoniK95 here, and I'm gonna make a little Christmas vlog video, which I haven't thought of doing one before, which I haven't thought of doing something special, which I probably should have done until now. So, on thus being said, is that I have been thinking that last night, before I went to bed, I was watching this Christmas episode from Darkwing Duck, which was called It's a Wonderful Leaf, which I think it's on disc 2 on Darkwing Duck Volume 2 DVD. And I thought to myself, maybe I might review this Christmas episode because why not? That would be a holiday tradition to remember after you rewatch the episode as well. Hold on a second, I found this pen. Might as well put that back just a moment. As you see, particularly of how Christmas is basically around the corner, I have been realized is that this has gotten me thinking, well, even though Christmas is almost around the corner, is that I wanted to do something particularly of how I wanted to come by to do any certain types of amount of topics and stuff as well, with the whole leaps and bounds I had as well. And as thus being though, what you noticed in my background on top of my bookcase, I got more DVDs of anime, like the ones I recently bought, as well as 4 on VCDs, and this, which you're going to be seeing on my otaku haul video, particularly, because it's technically around Christmas, because I haven't thought of doing one like for this Christmas though, because we're going to be taking a look at those tomorrow as well. This big one of all on those VCDs as well. Want to see mine? That I'm going to show you for tomorrow's video after I do my library vlog. Yeah, it's this one. That's Flower Angel Lulu. I think I got this particularly, and I figured why not? I should do my otaku haul video after I upload my library vlog video, because why not? Because that's the thing. And for some reason is that particularly, and I have realized of how every time I keep looking back, I had struggles with taking tests back in, like, when I was a freshman back in high school, like, I believe it was March or April 2010. When I was a freshman back in high school. Yeah. And I never knew that I was more busy and focused on those, doing, like, I believe it was taking the test back in school, which this was back in 2010, because that's the whole point of view of how I wanted to come by for this. I know, well, taking the tests back in high school can be a very pain in the butt, though. But as a senior, once 2013 comes, you don't need to take the test, because it's like you're free to go as well. And all those memories of what I had back in high school, 2012, 2013, I remember the workability thing, whatever that is as well. I have been learning workability, like how to job code as well. Like, in case you're wondering about particularly, I have receiving paychecks, like, in the mail, though, in the past. which is kind of a long story though. I have been realizing though, it's like almost different from making ends meet. In then again, just considered more different from the other as well. Just to considering the fact of how I wanted to come by for all this, by all means as well, of what I remember back in high school. And I also got that cap and gown for during my senior graduation, during my senior year back in high school, 2013. Life was good so far. I guess if you can call that memories from the past as well, because I always keep having all those memories simply as something which I had proof of what I remembered, because I don't have a phone back in 2013. I wish I should have gotten a phone back in 2013, but yeah, because that's the whole point of how I could remember all this. But that wasn't long until I got my first phone back in, like, I believe New Year's 2014. And I was so relieved. And it even's got a video camera once, which I could make videos on YouTube, which I haven't thought of until now. And also, 2014, I remember every time I come back, like Tuesdays and Thursdays I remember the whole workability thing at post-secondaries, as how job coaches wanting for students to, like, help practice them on how they go, like the job training of how they want to go to work, and this whole thing is from what I remembered. I remember learning how to work, especially like assorting the aisles, like at Walgreens. I've been working on this as well. Same goes with working on cleaning the tables and folding pizza boxes at pizza restaurants in general, though, which is the almost as tiring thing. I felt very tired after working, though, as well. And also doubling, and also the extra work. Like one time, like I worked the first time on Monday back in 2014, which I remember, like, I believe it was April, or was it March? Maybe it was March, I'm thinking. And I worked again on Tuesday, and then the third time on Thursday. And that got you doubled up. And I remember coming back from when I understand why, of how I keep getting all these memories on the past as well. I mean, it's one of my things that I had, so what I remembered. So every now and then as well. So by that time when it happened by, I remember doing the workability thing, and also some vocational job skills, like making jewelries, especially for, like, the jewelry sale thing as well. It's like the only way is the good, proper way of how you made ends meet. And you made a lot of money, though. And that's the good thing of that. And the only reason why, it's part of the money in the range as of how I bought so many anime on DVDs, VHSs, and Blu-rays. there are examples like, as same goes with buying manga as well. More different than having allowances as well, or as the money you make from that you take from your jar as from different than any rainy day funds as well. Because I was one of the people that are buying a lot of anime and manga in, like, particularly in the range of over $100 I have ever made that I have ever had. More different than, from what I understand. Like, especially, like, I have a lot of anime, as well as some movies, TV series, and cartoons on DVDs and Blu-rays. Same goes with VCDs as well. As how I can understand why. And because I think that's probably in the range of how much money I have been spent. A lot of money I made as well, from what I remembered. And it's like, I thought to myself, like, oh wow, I have really worked. Well, it could be the workability as well. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, which I remembered, or something. Same goes with taking money out of your jars, as well as the changes as well. Because I wanted to be the first to buy a lot of anime, as particularly. More different than, unlike how I wanted to come by for this. So it's not because it's the problem. You just got the whole, particularly in the range of what you remember as well. And, sorry, I had to check my phone, because it's almost on charging as well. And once this Christmas comes, I'm already about to go to the library, because I have a lot of unwanted books that I don't read that I'm willing to donate to the library, because libraries have like these book sales where they have a lot of those items that were donated to the library for free as well. Like, especially that I have something that I have in my backpack. Well, here's my backpack, because I have full of unwanted books as well, particularly. As in case you're wondering why, let's say for example, like I had this book, One Bullet Away, or something. I don't know how that got there, if I was expecting to figure out. And let's say, for example, like I have this book of The Tower of Xanad. I don't know what this book is about, but I did not read it. But it's a perfect way to donate to the library. Especially because I don't usually read these kinds of books like as much as I thought I would. Hey, I have been reading books like throughout my years, like my senior year in high school, and even post-secondary, especially with workability and also some vocational jobs as well, which I remembered, because I always get bored or don't know what to do. I usually, whenever I felt like tired or had a long busy day, I started reading a book just to calm my nerves down as well. I mean, how many books do I have been reading? Because I had a long history of those. Same goes with reading manga, especially where you borrow from libraries, especially you're having a way of this. But I had the whole thing about, like most other schools as in general though, hey, I graduated from post-secondary schools where help you learn how to go to work as well. And for some reason is that once you basically exiting out of the public school systems as well, particularly of how, especially if you ever can be stranded or if you're outreached, if you couldn't find a proper college to attend, well, some of them can attend college, or some of them can attend day programs and stuff, but I guess you can call that personal, though. Especially though I am in my late 20s, I don't even have someone in my life, but I guess you can call this personal. Which I get it though, is that any type of personal business is me dealing with, but that's just besides the point though, of case you're wondering why. And it's gotten to a point of where I felt like of how I realized of how you wanted and noticed of how what I understand to wondering the fact, because I haven't watched any facts of how I wondered, as well as I had stressful day of how I was always having summer schools and stuff, because I couldn't stand summer schools at this point. Hey, on Tuesday, like on the whole post-secondary school thing or whatever that is, for some reason, because it's always, there was no receiving paychecks on there, but it's just like a little volunteer, whatever that is. But I didn't go on Tuesday or Thursday. I was busy more chillaxing and, well, for whatever reason. But after last day of summer school was over, I felt great to be home. But I guess you can call that personal though. Okay, or something as well. Some of them, but I'm just giving in examples of what I can understand why as well. Because I usually sleep in and stuff, or watch TV, or make videos for YouTube particularly. And for some of the reason is that, as for the whole school thing though, that's just kind of old news, to be honest though, as well. Of how I can remember though. And for the whole thing is that, I mean, I used to go learning the fact of how I wanted to do this properly, is of how you could expect to know. I am in my, I mean, what's this, but the whole school's kind of personal though, but that's just besides the point. Which I kind of get it though, is that, but that's the least of my worries now. I'm going to say about schools. Schools were the least of my worries now. But anyway, that's just besides the point. To learn the fact of as well. And for those who haven't been making videos as well, and because I have been dealing over the facts of what I experience in them as well. And for the whole thing is that, because I got a life though as well, and I'm already about to go do my library vlog about donating unwanted books that you don't read in the next, like, I believe it was probably, like, I guess tomorrow, because that's the thing of whatever comes by. And this has gotten to the thing. Yeah. Sorry if I was checking my phone, by the way. It's only 100% though. Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, it's gotten to a point is that I have a feeling, which I have experiencing over the facts as well. But that's besides the point, though. And I've always wanted to think about doing some maintaining my physical media collection, because starting with the ones like I have are on VHSs, DVDs, and Blu-rays as well. And for the top of this as well, because I had a history of collecting DVDs, and, well, technically though is that I have a lot of DVDs in like Region 1, but I have a couple of anime on DVDs like that are in Region 2. One I got was the Japanese imported that I got at a library for like $3, and the other DVD that I got was Italian import, which had to go through, that I ordered from on Amazon online, which I think that was imported, which was released by Video, which is in Italy. Good thing had to go through customs as well, because I started getting into ordering something going through customs as well. Okay, as for the thing like there, right, you see behind my bookcase where I have my 70s, 80s, 90s, and these movies, TV series, and some cartoons section on there, which we're going to be taking a look at this one on here, and like once 2023 comes as well, particularly because I have been buying likewise in the past as well. Particularly, there's also Region 2 DVDs in the United Kingdom, because I wanted something for 80s cartoon section for the 70s, 80s, and 90s section where my DVD collection is as well. Particularly, like, especially like the ones you order from United Kingdom, because they have like a bunch of old 80s cartoons on DVD. Like, for example, like this other 80s cartoon that I wanted to get on DVD in Region 2, like the Raccoons, which is the Canadian cartoon from the 80s on DVD, because there were only 2 seasons released in the United Kingdom, especially because it has the English track, because there were sets of them like in Region 1 on DVD. But some of them is missing some episodes. But the first 2 seasons of the Raccoons, the Canadian cartoon from the 80s on DVD, which I think is completed with these episodes on there, on these Region 2 sets. If I could figure out a way. Especially if you can order it through like customs as well. Apparently though, of how I can understand why, particularly. Well, why not? Because I have a thing for, like, my section where I have some 80s cartoons in my 80s section, like DuckTales, Count Duckula, and Inspector Gadget. Right there in my collection on there. Right above my anime collection is. I have a feeling that, well, most 80s cartoons on DVDs that are released in the United Kingdom in Region 2, there's a bunch of them I need to get. Like the ones I wanted, those prolific 80s cartoons like the Raccoons that I wanted to get that are released in the United Kingdom. Apparently, because I wanted to order it through customs because I have a portable DVD player that plays both Region 1 and 2 on there, because that is a whole thing as well. From what I can... And that's of how I wanted to start getting into, like, UK imports, especially the ones you order from the United Kingdom as well, especially in Europe. Aside from Spain and Italy, the United Kingdom has HMV, though, like these video stores in the United Kingdom, though. There's also some anime in Region 2 DVDs in the United Kingdom, and they're, like, especially the ones from, like, Manga Video UK as well. Same goes with anime on VCDs as well, because VCDs is quite popular in Asia as well, aside from Japan and South Korea, because VCDs is less pricier than the ones that the DVDs had as well, because come to think of it, that's the whole thing. Which it does remind me, I really got to get back into do the discussion video about maintaining my physical media collection, like probably before or after dinner in the evening or something. We'll see about that as well. We'll figure out on that. That'll be a subject for another time, though, because I have been coming up with some things of memories from the past, and also new goals as well, because there's majority of 80s cartoons that are released on DVD in Region 2 that are in the United Kingdom, like the prolific ones I wanted to get, like the ones that are created by Kevin Gillis, which is called The Raccoons, because there was only seasons 1 and 2 on UK DVDs as well, which they're released in the United Kingdom. My next goal is to import those from the United Kingdom, because, okay, either that or one of the volumes in Region 1 on DVDs. You know, because there were versions of these in Region 1, but some of them are going out of print, collector's items. We'll figure out as well. So that's going to be it for my Christmas vlog video for today. Hey, you guys, thank you for watching, but before we go, here's what I'm going to say for this one. I wanted to come up with some new ideas and also newer additions for the future DVD, Blu-ray pickups and the unboxing on these item ones that I got planned for, just like I did my previous ones in the past as well, particularly, which is my whole theory thing as well. Because I always keep having all these memories from the past, which I put them in as besides the point for examples. That's the thing, though. Because I'm already about to go do my library vlog video once Saturday comes as well. That's the thing, though. And also, I'm getting ready, excited for Christmas also, in case you're wondering, because I'm always excited for Christmas, that's why. Hope subscribe for content. My Anime Planet link in the description down below. Patreon link will be in the description down below also, if you want to follow my Patreon and Anime Planet, which both of those links will be in the description down below. And also, be sure to smack the like button if you enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below on this video, if you like as well. And also, be sure to click on the subscribe button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to join my channel, especially if you're new to my channel as a newcomer. Or especially if you're watching the channel, because I'm starting getting into the Blu-rays and DVDs as well, including some UK imports that I wanted to get that I don't have, which are my goals for the imports. And also, be sure to smack the like button if you enjoy this video. Be sure to hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates on here as well, because I have some newer ones as well. And that's all I have what I got for today. As for the whole maintaining physical medias as well, which I will get back to do one at this point, because we'll talk about that another time. Maybe on Sunday it would be better. This is Rurouni K95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it, and I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Hope you have a great day, because we're getting closer to a week before Christmas, because Christmas is coming up for this holiday season. This is Rurouni K95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos. Take care.